Welcome back, Ravens, to Cave Factory, and thank you for all the likes and the awesome comments on the last episode. That is really encouraging and I appreciate that, so keep them coming. I'm so happy that you like what I do. Today I have a bunch of awesome things for you, but before we jump right into it, let me bring you up to date because I have been busy off camera. The first thing you can see right behind me, I set up a cute little workshop in this new cave and moved over the Tinker's workstation from the kitchen so that we can now do all our manual crafting in here and have everything at hand. The space in our living room where the workstation has been before is now occupied by some chests, but I plan to have here a little kitchen that we will add in later episodes, I assume. Probably not today. So all in all, that means that we have now like 90% of our stuff here in Diggles Town. Only the smeltery and the blood altar and some farming are still in the old caves. So once we have set up our refined storage, we will have everything we need here in Diggles Town. And that is the goal for today. But there's something else I need to tell you, and that is that I have updated the pack to the newest version, which is great because there are some cool new things. For example, some quests about Botania and a lot of new rewards we can now grab. So that is all very good, but unfortunately, and you will probably be able to see that behind me in a second. Yes, there you go. Cobble now only transforms into oak and not into all of the vanilla log types. So that is sad and we have to find out how we can tackle that. For now, I think we are fine because we are pretty good stocked with all of the different wood types we need. Now, before we start with refined storage, I want to quickly build an elevator because I'm so tired of climbing scaffolding. So let's start with that. I have all the needed ingredients in this chest here. The cable for the elevator will go through here. And then we need a space behind here for the machine room for the elevator. So let me shortly make some room here. Now we have some space for the machine room. And let's go up here. That is the hole where the rope should go through. And there we put a rope pulley, and that was so clear. That is the wrong direction, so can we change that? Oh, yes, from below we can't change that. That is one too high. So now that's better. That's the right height there. Then we attach the shaft and encase this one, so that's pretty. Then the next one, and then we need a belt here, like so. And attached to that belt, we put the sequenced gear shifts. The sequenced gear shifts need, again, shafts and a belt. And on this belt, we place 2 observers and put up there a block. So these are wireless redstone links, and we have to right-click them so that they have this little disc up here. Now let's tackle the power source. I want to have a large cogwheel here and a speed control here. So that means our power source will go on this side here. Now let's see if that turns in the right direction. Let me see. Nope, of course not. Okay, I have to turn that. Now I learned something new. It does not make any difference in which direction the water wheel is turning, because the direction of this thing is decided by the speed. And if you go like minus, then it turns into the other direction, right? So that makes totally sense if you think about that. But yeah, well, it wasn't obvious to me. So yeah, I'm just a noob trying to figure out how things work. So now we need to configure these sequence gear shift. The first one we put on turn to move piston, pulley or gantry. We have a pulley, so that is good. We have 8 meters as distance, which is 8 blocks, and we need double speed forwards. And the other, again on piston, 8 meters and double speed reversed. Then we configure our redstone links. The first one, which is connected to the forward speed, is Acacia, and the second with the reverse speed is Birch. Now let's see if we can configure it outside, because we want the buttons here. And here, oh, we need to remove this. Put redstone links here. This time we leave it like this because it's receivers, not senders. And then we have the up button is this, and the down button is this. Now let's see if you can control the pulley. Down. Up. Oh. Okay. We messed up. Something broke. Okay. Okay, that seems to be the right height, I think. But I messed up the directions. The lower one needs to be birch, and the upper one needs to be acacia. Okay, let's get it up again. Woohoo! Okay. And down. Okay, that works. That works. Haha. Now got this up, and then we attach the cabin to it. Put that here. Then put that in our left hand, and then attach these. Next, we add fences and a second one. Now the floor, again, the same thing. This we leave open for the moment to get up and down until that works. Now the thing should work. Yeah! Interesting. Oh, let's get it back up. That's because we have this part here. Now it should work. Oh no, of course not. Okay. It broke. Again. This time the other one. Okay, now let's try it again. Okay, so let's see if that is the right height. That seems to be the correct height, right? Woohoo! Okay, then let's put in redstone links here. Okay. Let's see if that goes up. No, that goes down. Ha! Ha! It actually works! Let me quickly put in all the buttons and then I'll see you for a test. I've set up now all the buttons on both sides, as you can see. And with that, we can get up to the top. So the elevator is working. That is awesome. Let's have a look from afar. Look at that. That is our elevator. That is wonderful. I love that. That will make traveling around in our Diggles Town so much easier. And even if we fall down and the elevator is up there, we can just call him down and then he will come one level and another level, and there we go. Then we can go back up again. I love that. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. I really love that. And if we are on one level, we can easily get from left to right. That is one big thing done. Now let's get to refined storage finally. So basically what we need to do to get into refined storage is to complete those quests around here with refined storage. We need a controller, we need the disk drive, we need the disk housing, and we need a storage part. And I'm actually aiming for the 64K storage part, but I'm not quite sure if I have enough resources, so we will figure that out. I've actually prepared a ton of resources and I hope that's actually enough. Let's see how that works out. So let's first start with some basic stuff that we need, and that is quartz enriched iron and processor bindings, and that is where our cucumber and wheat comes to play, and the industrial hemp fiber. Let's start with the cucumber. If you throw them in water, those will turn into sea pickles. And these sea pickles we can now cook to lime dye. That we will do here. Yep, it seems to work. Yep, perfect. Then the next part is the wheat that we can put into here and get wheat flour from that. And I have already prepared that bucket and that sink here. Let's see if we throw that in there. Then this is mixing and we get wheat dough. So if we now combine that with the lime dye, I get slime balls. So that is an easy way to automate slime balls. Now I have the slime balls And I need some string from the hemp. And then we can do like so. And we get 8 processor binding out of those. Next thing is the quartz enriched iron. That should go like this. And then there is a last important ingredient, and that is silicon, which we can smelt from nether quartz. Let's have a look at that. There we go, there's our silicon. Now the silicon, together with the processor binding and redstone, make different types of raw processors. So I think we make 40 raw processors, 12 of those improved processors, and 8 of the raw advanced processors. These all need to be smelted, and that can be done here. So the rest of this should just be crafting up the things. First thing, we need cable, and I think we do a stack of that, or nearly a stack, 60 cables for now. Oh, I forgot something. We need 5 construction cores and 5 deconstruction cores, and now we are out of space. Now we do create 5 of this external storage, 1 importer, 1 exporter, then the actual controller, the disk drive. We need the storage housing. So, and if I have calculated that correctly, we need 27 1K storage parts. Of the 4K storage part, we need 9, with which we then should be able to make 3 of the 16K storage part, which should enable us to have 1 64K storage part. Wonderful. So I hope that is enough for a start. So now we need to combine the housing with the disk. Now we have that, but as you can see, we need like power for that. So next thing, we have to look into how to generate power. Now I hope to be able to solve these energy problems with the help of immersive engineering, but for that I first need some more space to put some machinery down. So let me do that quickly. Here we go. I have created another 2 caves, one for the Tinker's smeltery and one for the immersive engineering coke oven and blast oven or something like that. These 2 should go into here because we need those to get started with immersive engineering. We need to make 27 coke brick for the coke oven and 27 blast brick for the blast oven. And we need that hammer that we should get. Yeah, here we go. So here we go. That will be our coke oven. Hammer it. There we go. And the blast oven, I think. Blast furnace? It's called blast furnace. Fine then. We put in here coal. And we put in here an iron ingot, I thought. Wait a minute. Now we need 3 iron ingots and 1 coal coke to make steel, actually. So now let's put the block of coal in here to make more of this creosote oil. Now, while our coke oven is working, let's do the other branch of the thing. We need to have an engineer's wire card. So let's do that. There we go. The engineer's wire card. With that, we get the book. Perfect. And then we want the kinetic dynamo with that and with that. Okay, we need a ton of these. So let's see. I have here these copper sheets with which we can craft copper wire with the engineer's wire cutter. And then I think we put this like so, if I recall correctly. Yeah, perfect. And then the 1 iron surrounded by these makes this copper coil block. And this is the kinetic dynamo. So now we need some more stuff to do. Now that's the insulated LV wire coil, the LV wire connector, and the LV wire relay to connect, like the cables, as I understand it. So now the only thing missing is the oil so that we can make these treated wood planks. Here we go. There's our first bucket of creosote oil. And these we can now transform into treated wood planks. So there we go. Now this should be a water wheel together with that steel ingot. Yes, it is. Perfect. So with that, we can now create energy together with the kinetic dynamo But I saw that we get as a gift from this quest a thermoelectric generator and the charging station, which is both quite great. So let's grab these and let's test this. I made this new cave here whilst I was waiting for the creosote oil. So let's try that. It says that this generator needs a hot source on the one side and a cool source on the other side, and will then generate power from that. Does that look like as if that is working? I'm a bit nervous, that lava and that wood. Let's see, it says it is working with the magma block. Okay, let's try that. So, okay, now we need those cables. I think I need something like that. Yes. Okay. Let's test if that is working with our controller. Can I connect this with some wire? Oh my goodness, it's starting up. Woohoo! Now it's enough energy in there. Perfect. Now we are missing the crafting grid. So here we go. There is the grid. And then we make the crafting grid from it, because obviously we want to craft with that, right? So put that on the other side for the moment. So let's connect this chest for a test. Woohoo! I think that works. Okay. This is working actually. Now, how do we do that? I mean, it's nice, but it's not yet what we want. Actually, what I really want is I would love to have the crafting monitor over here, right? Like maybe in that wall? Okay, I think I have to think about that and come up with a solution. I'll be back as soon as I figure it out. It's been a while since the last recording because there was a lot of family stuff ongoing, and my voice might sound a bit different because my throat hurts and I'm drinking a lot of tea to get it better. So maybe it sounds a bit different every now and then. Now, as you can see behind me, I have actually integrated the crafting grid into this wall here, and I put the generator room behind the elevator, which is a really good spot for it, because that way all the cables can go behind the elevator too. Now I crafted another thermoelectric generator because one wasn't enough. I ran out of energy every time I had to craft something. Now there's two of them with 2 spots of lava back here and 2 spots of water. As there is no wood in this room, I thought it is sufficient to have the lava sources, and I think they generate a bit quicker than the magma block. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I'm assuming. And as you can see, I have connected all our drawer controllers. For example, the one over here with all the wood types. There we see the drawer controller, and it is connected with the external storage that we crafted. And I did this, of course, with the drawer controllers we have down there, the ones with our ores and the ones with the cucumbers. So now we can search everything in here. All is in one space. And I reduced the priority of the disk by -10, which means that if I get me some of the lapis out of there and put it back into there, then it will not be put on a disk space, but back into the drawers, because otherwise we will pile up a lot of stuff in the disk, which has actually a space below in the drawers, right? So that has been taken care of. Now, there's one very important task that we have to fulfill today, and for that we need building gadgets. And here I have the materials for those, so let's craft this up. First, the building gadget. Second, the exchanging gadget. Then the copy-paste gadget, and the destruction gadget. And it has taken all the material from the storage, not from my inventory. So let's put that back into there. Wonderful. So now we need to put down the charging station. And I thought maybe that would be a good spot here to have everything at hand. Let's cover those up so that nothing can fall in there. And put this here and connect this. Now that looks not very nice, and I actually have no idea how to cover that up, because you can't put those cables or wires through walls. So guys, if you have an idea how to prettify that, please let me know in the comments because I have no idea how to do that. Now let's put in these and load these up. And this takes an impressive amount of energy. Okay, that will take a while. So I'll be back as soon as those are loaded. So while we are waiting for our gadgets to charge up, let's use the time to get some saplings because I need a spruce sapling. And we get saplings pretty similar to how we get all the seeds by throwing wheat seeds into creosote oil. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I think there was a spruce sapling. Yeah, there we go. 2 of those. Okay, that's great. Now let me turn those other things into the saplings because we want all of those, right? As we already have so many, let's do like a so. Aha! That is looking good. Maybe one over here too. And one here. One over here. Beautiful. So the copy paste gadget is still loading, but that doesn't matter. We start with the destruction gadget. Let's get up to our little meadow up here. We want to enlarge that now to have space for a Christmas tree. That we need to do today because it's only 1 week until Christmas. We have to be very careful because this 2 voids blocks. Maybe I have to put it like a so. 1 by 1 by 1. Oh, now it's a 1 by 1, right? If we now click that, it is removing that. Yeah, fine. Now is that covering the whole thing here? Well, it looks like. Okay. Okay. That's not the right. Okay. I gotcha. That's more complicated than I thought. Okay, I got it now. I think I make it not that big so that I don't do so many mistakes. So now let's remove the stone floor and replace it with dirt. Actually, that could be done with the... What is that? Exchanging gadget? Okay, there we go. Okay, we have to right click on the block we want and then it exchanges that. How can I increase the range of that? Okay, there's key bind where you can enlarge in that area. I think we are fine with that size now. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I love that too. You obviously have to have the dirt in your inventory for that to work. Oh my goodness. That was quite fast. Now only the snow needs to spread, obviously. Perfect. Now there's the spot where the Christmas tree can go. Is that high enough? Yeah, I think that's a big enough Christmas tree there. So let's prepare all the things we need for that. So now let's grow a tree to get leaves. Woohoo! Look at those leaves! That is awesome! Okay, now we need to pile up those leaves. Okay, the space is prepared, so now let's see if we can make this work. Oh, what a great start. So here we go, there's my Christmas tree. I think it is quite okay. Probably someone else can do a much better Christmas tree, but I'm fine for now with that. And we already got some Christmas presents here, so that is pretty nice. We have to do a lot on the walls around. I don't have an idea yet for that, but that has to do for now. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.